Hi, I'm Ajanae, and you're watching Diverses. Can I do that one more time? I don't like how I pronounce my name. Okay. I feel like I added a D in there. I said Ajanae. Like, that's not my name. Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Ajanae, and you're watching Diverses. Well, I'm black, so this poem, definitely an old poem, and I think I was thinking about what the N word, what nigga means to me, what how it feels for me versus how it feels for my dad, who uses it very similar to I do, versus my grandfather and my great grandparents, who I was lucky enough to know, and so on and so forth, and how the term of endearment, um, as it exists now, might mean different things to different generations. The way this word has shape shifted or come to mean different things or have multiple heads, as you will, because that's ultimately what polycephaly is. It's like a multi-headed monster. One thing I want readers to know about me is that my work has transformed a lot. And so the things that I'm writing now don't sound much like the things that I've shared even here, or that have been previously published. And that the ethic and questions that I ask as I approach my work have shifted a lot. And that I think that's something that I really firmly believe in. I believe that your work and how you approach your work, and what informs your work should grow and change with you as you grow. My poems now are much more concerned with interiority, and personal ethics, and I guess the space or the gap where the speaker is possibly flawed, and like the relationships that develop the speaker. Ooh, tied to my last question. Poets get wrong a lot of things. We just get it wrong with really pretty language. And so it sounds like we're doing something right. But I think, and I want to give a shout out to Akasha Salisbury. Ooh, that's how you pronounce her name. What do you think this says? Do you think that says Acacia or Akasha? Yeah, so another poet, Acacia Salisbury, taught a workshop a while ago that I took, and it was incredible. And it dealt with like shifting the lens of our work. It was like one of the first things that opened up in me this idea that my work is not being as honest as I think that it's being, because my work trusts me completely as the speaker and trusts me completely as a storyteller. When my view is very limited, my view is very biased, my view is very skewed, my view shrinks away from the mirror when it comes to holding myself accountable in my writing, and because of that, I'm always telling a half truth. And I think that's something that poets get wrong a lot. We see ourselves, poets are kind of like photographers in that our poems are photos. They're capturing a moment, a concept, an idea, and the reader only gets what we allow within the lens of the poems, and what we allow within the lens of the poem, and the lens is always pointing away from ourselves. And if it is pointing at ourselves, it's really pointing at ourselves as a way to indict someone else, to say, look, how this person has hurt me, how this person has been this. And so I think that's something that poets get wrong really frequently, is not implicating themselves as they implicate the rest of the world. Does what it wants. Thank you. These are the hardest questions of my life. The University Health Services doctor scrapes the soft of me for inspection.